I didn't sign up for this. Oh, B also runs too. So. I'm using a real GameCube controller, which is authentic. Good. So right off the bat, you can shake trees to get money. Yeah, it's kind of strange, but that's just how the game works. And sometimes, well, you don't get money. You get a face full of bees. We don't want that. Usually the first thing I start right off the bat is getting money. At least in this game. We can't save the game yet. Technically I could with save states, but save states and Animal Crossing may not mix. I don't know how that works. Cherries. That's a default fruit in my the 3DS town I have in Animal Crossing New Leaf. It's a nice coincidence. One of the few things, one of the many things, few things, whatever, is your fruit. You can have different fruit. You can have oranges, you can have peaches, have apples, cherries, pears, and I think that's it. That's all the fruit you can have in the game. And we see one of our first cohorts in this town. We're going to talk to Nook. Just kind of... We'll get to explore the other half. I got sidetracked. Yeah, your shirt changes your hat design too. Well, that's how it worked. Well, you sound excited. I'm not really excited about this. Oh, well, we do have too many things. We'll have to get rid of those cherries, won't we? I was trying to stack the fruit, and that is definitely not a thing in this game. You can do it in the other games, but not this one. We'll just kind of drop it inconspicuously around this tree that does not, definitely not, grow cherries on it. I think that's enough space. Should be. Can't plant flowers inside? What a thought. Alright. These are a rare breed of flowers that will not ever die. They don't die. Not in this game. They do in the others if you don't water them. But this game, you strangely don't need to water them. Just kind of plant them anywhere. Make it look nice if you want. Just kind of barrel over here. You can actually go, you can put these wherever you want. But we're gonna put them over here because they might yell at us for not doing them. Dude is doing his shack justice. Those are Cosmos, aren't they? Can't pick them up though. I'd assume that's possible. Okay, I went down here real quick because the date is actually 4/22, which happens to be Earth Day. And we're gonna see if I can't get anything for it. It's a upfront question, isn't it? I don't know how I'm supposed to answer that, young old man. Whenever there's a holiday or some kind of event, come talk to me. Pass it on, then. The problem could be that we can't actually get it today because we happen to start the town the same day as Earth Day. Which would be unfortunate, but we'll see if we can't get it. I don't know. Don't know how long it lasts, too, because I may not actually be able to do it right this second. Like if the event... All events in this game have ending times. Like if you have a morning event, like something in the morning, it would only last until noon or something. And you couldn't do it anymore. Making this hard on me, Nook. I don't know where to put these stinking flowers. Just put them over here. Before the game decided to take a poop, because I ran out of hard drive space, unfortunately. Be sure to do it outside. I'm not a dog. I can plant stuff. Or plant a tree here. You don't actually need a do these even grow here? It's kind of crowded up there. They do have certain space requirements. Can I just dump these in the trash and say I did it? Or just have windows, I guess you could see me doing stuff. It's in the eye of the beholder, I suppose. You're clever. You're reading my mind. Well, we're on YouTube, so you can laugh at me anyway. Gonna levy my wages, are you? Talk to the mayor. Things are a bit different in this game. The wishing well is called the plaza in other games. Raccoon thief. You're not very sly, that's for sure. You're pretty upfront with things. I think I read right, there's like 55 different villagers you can get in this game. It even gets bigger in the sequels. It's kind of like Pokemon almost. A lot like Pokemon in that aspect. The game has not been polite enough to give us a map, so I don't know where anything's at. There's a museum. Here is our tailor, which may or may not count. Late night on the town. Another villager. We can talk to at least one more. Not Nook. Another villager. Neighbor. Nay. These signposts actually say things. And they're all by Tom Nook. Tom Nook all posted these. Each villager, as you might be able to tell, has their own voice. And that actually is based off of the gender and the type of villager they are. There's different types of villagers. There's Grumpy, which the I think he was a goat. Gruff, he was a goat. He's a grumpy villager. She is what they call a snooty villager. And then we had a jock villager earlier. I think there was one that said Kerpow. Yep. See the map here. Give me a map of this area. I haven't seen that yet. So you have Tank, which is the... yeah. Alley, Cube. Cube's a regular villager. Peaches is just a regular villager too. Belle. We talked to Belle? She was a cow, right? Okay. We'll get to know all these villagers. More villagers will be able to move into the town as time goes on. Right now we only have, it looks like, 6 villagers. Right there in the center is the town, the villager houses. That's always in that space, B3, so it's kind of like a map if you played Animal Crossing or Wind Waker, Legend of Zelda. Both of them have some sort of map system like this. So we barely got through anything today. We'll be going through a lot of this stuff, but we did what Nook asked, and now I think we'll be able to save the game. Let's check and see if we can't go ahead and save. We can't save now, so we'll just call it a night. As soon as we go talk to the mayor, if he's still out. Got it. It's good to be able to run again. Villagers actually run in this game. If they have walking and the running, and the other games are pretty. They don't go that fast. They just kind of wander around. There's just certain small aspects of the game like that that are different, including these balls you can kick around, and sometimes the villagers will ask stuff of you, and sometimes they ask for one of those. So unfortunately, the day you move to town, if it's a village, or if it's a holiday or something, you can't actually experience the holiday. So today, I'm lucky today's not really that big of a holiday. But if it was like 4th of July or something, if I had planned this for 2 more months later, it wouldn't have... So right off the bat, there's tons of stuff we can do. There's these signposts we can look at. We haven't really talked to the villagers much. We haven't been inside of any of the shops except for Nook's. And each signpost, I don't know why they took those out of the game as much. They're still in there up to city folk, because the signposts are where the villagers can move in at. If there's new villagers, they can move there. There's a lighthouse too. It's a lighthouse. Yeah, I was gonna mention this, but in the newer games, up to City Folk and New Leaf, when you run, the grass wears down, and they call that the animal tracks feature. A lot of people don't like that, and I, for one, am okay with it because it seems natural to me. You know, if you run in real life, if you trample over a lot of grass over a course of a year or so, it's going to get worn down, you know, multiple years. And there's so much to talk about in terms of the game, in terms of what you can do in this game. Like that glowing ring back there, we can't get that yet because we don't have a shovel. And these flowers, I don't even think we can pick up. I'm so, there's just so much to talk about in terms of the mechanics of the game, you know, what's different. I wouldn't stop to sniff the roses because we don't have any. There's no flowers, are there? There's not a single flower in the village yet. You have to plant them manually. In the newer games, they randomly will generate every day. See, that's what I'm talking about. I have so much to talk about in terms of what this game does and what games, what future sequels do differently. But for now, we're just gonna save the game and come back tomorrow. Goodbye. You're telling me no one you've hired before hasn't planted flowers for you? You probably just kill them, don't you? Just so you can say that to me.